Hello CEB ELA 1 students, I'm Ms. Rust. This video tutorial will help you develop a workable thesis statement for your Lord of the Flies essay and will provide a sample of what an essay looks like. You may find this essay sample on Google Classroom. So, to begin with, let's move to the sample essay, which is a detailed explanation of how you can write a thesis. So when writing an essay, you need to create an introduction. Your introduction includes a hook that captures the reader's attention and provides context so the reader knows what you're talking about. The introduction also includes a thesis statement, which provides a map letting the readers know what ideas you will be writing about, in what order you will present your ideas in the rest of the essay. You already have a template for writing a thesis statement in the writing guide RACE, but you need to understand how the RA of RACE works as a thesis template and how to use that template to create a working thesis and then how to turn the working thesis into a workable thesis. So first of all, let's review RACE, which you should be familiar with. It's a map for your writing. It helps you to construct paragraphs that directly address a question. Here's what the RA of RACE guides the writer to do and provides for the reader. So the R is when you restate the question. By restating the question, the writer provides the reader with context for the ideas that will be presented in the essay. When you answer the question, the answer provides not only the idea the writer thinks answers the question, but the idea or ideas the reader can expect to read about in the paragraph. Remember that oftentimes the R and the A are written in one sentence. So together they form a topic sentence of a paragraph and a short constructed response, which is something you are used to doing in our classes. In an essay, they form the thesis statement. The construction of the restated question depends on the question or questions being asked, but the answers for the ideas that will be discussed and they form the ideas that will be discussed and are supported with evidence in the body of the essay. So RACE is a template for answering questions with short responses, which we just explained, and the RA can also be used as a template for creating the thesis statement. You may have used RACE to write relatively short responses, only one paragraph with one answer. It means you're focusing basically on one idea. For that answer, you provide one or two forms of evidence from a text and explain how that evidence supports your answer. In an essay, you will have more than one answer to the question. At the basic essay writing level, you will usually have 3 answers to the questions that you are responding to in the essay. Each answer is the idea or key point of the essay and needs to be listed in the order you will discuss them in that essay. In addition, each idea will be discussed in its own paragraph in the body of your essay, where you will use RACE again to help your readers understand how the idea supports the claim or context presented in the introduction of the essay. Now that you understand how the R and A of RACE is actually a template for developing a thesis statement, let's use the Lord of the Flies as a guide for how you go from a working thesis statement to a workable thesis statement. So the working thesis statement is a draft of your answers to the overall question you are asked to respond to in an essay. Sometimes the reader gives you the question. Sometimes you create the question about a topic you're discussing. In The Lord of the Flies by William Golding, we've provided you with 3 question prompts from which to choose. On our reflective analysis plan sheet, we listed 3 questions you are supposed to choose from by the time you have finished reading chapter 8 in the novel. So if you look at this sheet, you will see that these are the 3 questions that we gave you to reply to. They're the big idea questions. And the one that we used as a sample was the one about literature. How does literature impact cultural stereotypes? So in the next paragraph of this sample essay, which is explaining how to do a thesis statement, we'll talk about this. This right here is a working thesis. So we used the first question, how does literature impact cultural stereotypes, for a sample working thesis. And under it, we provided space for you to write your own working thesis statement right here. So we're not asking you to do any more with this. We're just asking you to write something, some general answer to whichever question you want to talk about in your essay. This statement or series of statements may not look exactly like the one in your final essay because it is a draft, which is why we call it a working thesis. Your answers may even change as you continue reading the novel and articles assigned with that question. So remember, a working thesis is a draft and it is not always in the best form until it has been revised several times. So the example on the reflective analysis plan sheet is also a draft, and it needs to be revised so that it can become a workable thesis. A workable thesis is something that works for your paper, and while you might tweak it here and there, it ends up being your final thesis statement. So the final step in this thesis writing process is to make the working thesis workable. To do that, you need to review the essay question, review other essay expectations listed in the prompt, and review the answers you provided in the working thesis to make sure, 1, you understand the question, what the question is asking for, 2, you have addressed everything you need to in the essay, and 3, you have an answer you can support with reasonable arguments and evidence from the text you have read. So here's an example of that process broken down in detail. First of all, let's review the essay prompter guidelines. So on the sheet that we provided for you, in our rush, I did not write the prompt as well as I could. I did more of an explanation of what an analysis is and what a reflection is, so that you would understand that you're writing a reflective analysis. Because of that, I've provided you with this explanation, this prompt. So write a reflective analysis essay responding to one of 3 questions provided. Analyze how the novel presents these ideas and what the author suggests about the ideas based on what happens in the novel. And then reflect on how those ideas present themselves in our world and your lives today. So this prompt wants the writer to, 1, choose a question out of the 3. We did that. 2, it requires the writer to analyze the idea that question asks about and how the novel presents that idea. And then 3, it also wants the writer to talk about what the author thinks about the idea based on what happens in the novel. And then 4, and finally, the prompt requires the writer to reflect on what significance or importance that idea has in today's society and in the writer's life. That would be you. Now that we have that reviewed, we've reviewed the prompt, let's review the question. Here's the question that we chose. How does literature impact cultural stereotypes? Okay, so let's analyze the question. So this question asks in general, how literature impacts cultural stereotypes. We have literature impact cultural stereotypes. Since this is a general question about literature, then we will have to use the novel as one example of a work of literature that might impact readers' understanding of cultural stereotypes. You will have to define cultural stereotypes in your essay, and you will need to understand what cultural stereotypes existed at the time the novel was written. This is something that you can learn in the documentary that is on YouTube, but you can also do a little bit of research about the 1960s and how what kind of cultural stereotypes existed against different groups. So how do you narrow that search? You look at, okay, who do we see in the novel, and what do they do, and what groups of people do they talk about, and how are those people represented? And so once you've done that, you can narrow down who you're talking about and what you're talking about in the novel. So then you have to figure out the stereotypes in the novel. In our case, it may be easy to spot the stereotype of a savage and how that description is associated with Indians or indigenous people. In the novel, Jack and Roger associate themselves with the stereotype of Indians in the way they dress and live on the island. If you look on, I think it's page 19 of the novel, when they elect the chief, they begin right away thinking tribally and using language that we associate with indigenous people. So when I was thinking about how to construct this and what cultural stereotypes exist, I thought of that. So in the novel, Jack and Roger associate themselves with the stereotype of Indians in the way they dress and live on the island. The things they do seem violent, dangerous, mean, and at times selfish. This is what I'm thinking about. So through the characters' actions, the author seems to present a cultural stereotype of what it means to be an Indian. Based on that thinking, you could come up with this working thesis. Literature, like the novel The Lord of the Flies by William Golding, can spread false stereotypes of people. The false stereotypes people can create prejudice and fear of certain groups. The characters Jack and Roger in the novel show the negative stereotypes people had in the 1960s of indigenous people. Negative stereotypes still exist today against the indigenous people and other groups like Asians who are currently being blamed by many Americans for the COVID-19 virus. Now notice that I've made a few errors in here. It seems kind of choppy, and I've just kind of taken different aspects of the prompt and tried to address them in several different sentences. So, what's wrong with it? Why is that not a good workable thesis? The working thesis begins to shape an answer to the question in the prompt, but it is confusing because we are not absolutely clear what the focus is and the main ideas are. So in the first sentence, it names the novel and author, and that The Lord of the Flies spreads a false stereotype of people, creating prejudice and fear of those people. The problem is that it does not name who the people are. It is too general. It does not say that the novel is just one example of how literature can impact cultural stereotypes. So that sentence, it does address portions of the prompt, but it's lacking information and focus. In the second sentence, we learn that the essay will analyze how characters, Jack and Roger, create the negative stereotypes of indigenous people in the novel, and reflecting a stereotype common of the 60s and earlier. This sentence addresses the part of the prompt that says the writer needs to analyze how the novel presents that idea of cultural stereotypes. Okay, so it does that, but it's a separate sentence from the first, and we really want to try to not have our thesis statement spread out across more than one or two sentences. The third sentence of this working thesis addresses the reflection part of the prompt, connecting negative stereotypes to present-day life and society. So the problem is that we need to pull all of these ideas together, make it so that it's not as wordy, and it's very clearly delineated or separated into three main ideas or points. So the best thesis statement is written in one sentence and clearly stated. The thesis is presented in a series. This thesis is presented in a series, but is not clear as clear as it could be. And as we revise it, we want to see if we can bring it down to one or two sentences. Here's a possible revision of an example of a workable thesis. In The Lord of the Flies, a novel by William Golding, Golding's characters, Jack and Roger, represent negative stereotypes of indigenous people. 1. reflect and feed into the Indian savage stereotype, 2, and may create or perpetuate prejudice against Indigenous people. So what this does is it pulls the three ideas together. Represents negative stereotypes of Indigenous people, reflect and feed into Indian savage stereotypes, so that would be this is the present day, and may create and perpetuate prejudice against Indigenous people, and that's the present day. So basically, this first paragraph is going to talk about how Jack and Roger represent negative stereotypes of Indigenous people. The second paragraph is going to talk about how that what the author presents reflects the stereotypes at the time, and how they can, across time, feed into that Indian savage stereotype, so affects or impacts the audience. And then it may create or perpetuate. So if somebody doesn't have a stereotype or they don't know anything about Indigenous people, it might create in them and continue a prejudice, if they already have a prejudice, against Indigenous people. So this brings it again into the reflection. So in this thesis, it allows the writer to integrate the reflective part of the analysis throughout the essay. And this is a decent, workable thesis. Hopefully, this tutorial has helped you. I wrote it in the form of an essay so that you would get an idea of what the essay should look like. In this case, I didn't write works cited. I wrote work consulted, because I created all of this from my own background knowledge, but I did consult the Lord of the Flies. I didn't cite anything in the Lord of the Flies, so I only put work consulted, and I didn't put an S here because I only have one source. But the format of this and the organization of it is written very much like an essay. The only thing I didn't add at the end was a conclusion, which I am telling you verbally now, but I will add it before I post it here in a few minutes. If you have any questions, please contact either Ms. Beckler or myself, and we will try to help you as much as possible. Have a good evening or day or morning, whichever the case may be.